Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and the craft/dining room. Villainous Potion. I've got the new Tim Holtz Distress color in the craft/dining room. And today I'm going to make something with it and hopefully it will turn out beautifully. There may be a mistake. What are you going to do? You're going to work with it and you're going to keep on trucking. That card project is coming up next. So today I am going to work with some purple. I wish I had purple nails. I didn't plan it well enough, but this is the new Distress ink color, Villainous Potion. What an awesome name, right? And here we go. We've got our Distress Oxide up here and our regular Distress down here. Now this is really for my purple lovers because I know sometimes I leave purple out of rainbows, and I know that those of you who love the purple, you know, you get a little despondent. So this is for you today, and well, it's for me as well. I have a plan. I am going to pull out a couple more colors. Here's the thing. This is what the oxide looks like, and this is what the regular Distress formula looks like. And you can see they definitely have a different effect. This is much deeper and cooler. This has a bit more warmth to it, but I am going to do something with the oxides today. So Villainous Potion regular, we are going to set you aside, and I am going to pull in these three colors. And the cool thing is, these are all relatively new, right? In the last year, I know Prize Ribbon is relatively new, and so is Salvaged Patina. And what I want to do is use a stencil that's been laying around the craft/dining room for a while called Night Sky Builder. And I think I want to make a night sky using these colors, and then I have a fun die that I'm going to use. It's Shoot for the Stars, and I'm going to make a whole card based around that greeting and this stencil. So let's get started with the stenciling. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little pixie spray and put it on the back of the moon mask because I want to preserve the white cardstock underneath. It just puts like a little residue on the back here, and then I'm gonna go right to the edge. Well, you know, maybe because I definitely know I'm gonna do some kind of trimming down offset. And I'm gonna grab one of my blender brushes here. These are Simon Says stamp brushes. I have a set that I am just using with oxides, and it looks like I was using Seedless Preserve last time. You can kind of see that warmth, right, of Seedless Preserve. And this Villainous Potion is so much cooler, and cooler like in temperature and possibly in spookiness. So here's the thing. I'll keep my pad over here. Let's just slide this up a little. And I've just got a piece of scratch paper underneath here, which is what I like to do when I am ink blending. Then if I want to, you know, it's just cheap copy paper. So let's see what happens. I'm just going to come over here and bring in Villainous Potion right up here at the top. This is such a spooky, midnighty purple, right? I just think that is just cool. It's so different, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when I blend it in with Prize Ribbon. There are many times where I feel like the world of oxides, I have barely scratched the surface. Like I have these wonderful pads. I feel like I need to do more with them, right? Because it's just super cool. All right. So there's the first layer of color. And next, I'm going to come in and bring Prize Ribbon. And I'm pretty sure that is, let's see here. I'm going to just go like that. See whatever color that was last time. I just do this with the paper towel. And as much as you can get off is, you know, you're good to go. And then you can go ahead and load up your brush. Now, do you need to have a separate set of brushes for oxides or pigment versus dye? No, you do not. These brushes are so easy to clean. And all you need to do, let's bring in this color now, is just, you know, wipe them off between uses. And then every now and then, give them a good clean with some brush cleaner. I use a brush cleaner called the Masters, and you can use these little pads in your sink, right, with a little soap and water, or you can use brush cleaner like I do. I'll be sure to link that below because I really do like that particular cleaner for brushes. But yeah, it's you don't need to have a different brush for everything. Because honestly, as long as you wipe off in between, right, like that, and you're really conscientious about it, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. I'm going to come in here with Salvaged Patina. Now, I don't know if this is going to look good or not. I haven't decided. Oh, but it is such a pretty color. Quickly, though, I'm going to grab my Post-it tape. I need to hold this down. And I may change my mind with this color. I know this is starting to look very oceany, but I have an idea. Famous last words. I have this idea. If ever you hear a crafter say that, just kind of smile and pat him on the shoulder and say, I see you. It almost looks like we're looking at an ocean. Like if I were going for a Bob Ross, this would be the water, you know, and the, but I got a plan. At least I think I do. Okay, so we've got our layer of 3 colors in, and now what I want to do is I want to mix in with what's left on my brush here. I just want to come over and just kind of deepen that up, right? And I'm going to do the same thing with what's left over on here. And I'm not too worried about contaminating my colors or brushes. Just playing, just having a little play where we get a little bit of that blue in there. And I may even come here with Villainous Potion, pick a little more up like that, and just maybe just come in a little like this. Just kind of mix it in there a little, right? Just kind of mix it in. The nice thing about oxides is they are very, they have a high opacity, so you can layer them, right? And then they start to look kind of funky and cool, and whatever's underneath can look cool and kind of come out a little bit. Then you can go lighter over darker, because I just wanted to bring in a little bit of that patina, because I think I'm going to make clouds with them, all right? Bring in a little more up here, deepen it, and just kind of blend in that area where the prize ribbon meets. Oh, it's my daughter texting me right now. Oh, she's home. I film with my iPhone. It's true. I don't have a big fancy video camera. I just have my iPhone. And sometimes, you know, you just gotta go with what you have. And when text messages come through, they sometimes show up if I forget to put my phone in do not disturb mode. So now it's time to bring in the other part of the stencil, right? We're gonna do some clouds behind the moon, and I'm gonna grab also my Post-it tape for this as well, and just mask off that. Now here's what I'm thinking. I am going to take Salvaged Patina, and I'm going to see what happens if I turn this into a cloud. If I don't like it, I'll go over it with something else, but I think this could be kind of cool. Because what it's going to do, it's just going to look a little light and a little spooky. Well, not spooky, but you know what I mean? It's going to give this nice little bit of lightness here where that color's coming in. And we'll lift it up and take a look. And actually, I don't know how much I'm picking up here. I'm not too worried about getting any on my pad. I think this will be fine, right? Coming over it a little bit like that. Okay, we'll lift it up and take a look. Okay, that is gorgeous. You know, though, do I want one coming over the moon? I might. So I think what I'm going to do here is have another one behind the moon, okay? And this is going to be, again, not too worried that my brush is getting, because I'm going to make that a little lighter. That one's not going to be as deep. Okay, lifting that up. Oh, cool. Very cool. I feel very fancy right now. But see how there's that opacity with the patina over the top? Isn't that cool? I kind of want to have that going over the moon. So before I continue on, I'm going to just wipe this off really quickly. Get my stencil wiped off here, like that. I want to give it a chance to dry, but I'm just gonna try to lift this up and peel it. Now, oh, oops, I tore it. Okay, I had it too thick there, so let's see if I can fix that. We could pretend. Okay, I need a smaller brush. See if I can save the day on this. You know, it wouldn't be a video, I swear, without something falling apart on me. And I think what I'll do is just kind of go over that a little, but I'm not too worried because once I splatter on some night sky, I don't even think you're going to notice. You know what I mean? I think that, I think it stuck too hard. I think I put too much on. But anyway, I'm going to wipe this down. And I'll give this a good wash. Just went flying. I'll give this a good wash later. I'm going to take my adhesive eraser, right, and just kind of go like that. Just go all the way around. I'm going to try to pick up the part that tore, like that. I mean, it's pretty good. And I suppose if my moon has a little texture on it, nobody's going to, nobody's going to be like, Cathy, what did you do? We're going to do scattered straw. And I think this is going to be cool. But I need to get this yellow off because scattered straw is such a muted color. And I don't want to bring in a bright, bold yellow, you know. I just kind of want to hold it for a second. And I want to get my scattered straw. And I want to make sure that this is reading scattered straw. I still think that feels too yellow. So, and again, you just keep doing it until that color comes off. Okay, that's going to be much more neutral. But for this, I don't want to have a lot of color. So I am going to be tapping quite a bit. And then we'll just come in with it like that. You know, just a little. Kind of a light hand. Maybe a little darker at the bottom, like that, like that, and then a little lighter at the top. You know, that would work. And that way I'm kind of covering up the texture where I ripped, but it still brings in a little bit of that. I think that looks good. I don't have another moon mask to put in there to create that sort of, you know, what do you call it? The details on the moon. That's what you call it. And now I want to have one of these going over the moon. And I don't know if this will look good, but I'm going to try it. Loading up my brush, and we'll just go like that. I don't know what's going to happen when it hits the yellow. Oh, it'll probably go kind of greeny, but that's okay. Because maybe this will appear translucent. Look at that. I think I'll do one more longie over here. Very light. There. And you know what? I got to do one more up here. Just right there. I think I'm going to trim this down, but see how far the mileage you can get by, you know, you don't have to load up your brush every time because it's going to give you that little ghosty look. Just got my distress sprayer, which is super yellow, and I'm just going to spray it off camera just to get it wet. You don't even need to have a jar with you. And then I'm going to start over here and just flick a few things on because this is going to give me kind of a starry sky. You know what I mean? That already just sort of makes it interesting. And I'm just tapping like that. Maybe a little more up here in the corner. Okay, I'm flicking everywhere. And now I have these nice little flicks that make my panel. So you can see the little boo-boo, right? But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So I think we're not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to let this dry before I die cut it, and then we're going to move on. Actually, I just decided to add a few more clouds because I just want this all to be a background. So I layered a couple there, and maybe I'll just do one more down here like that. Just, you know, because I am going to be putting that greeting on, and I really do want this just to look like a big old sky. So, and actually, should I do one over the top of the moon up here too? You know what I mean? Like a little, just a little friend like that. Sure, let's do it. It's so fun. You know, you're just playing, You're messing things up. You're having some fun. You're creating some dimension. Now we let it dry. While that is, you know, doing its distress thing and drying, I am going to try something I've never done before. I am going to use these brand new adhesive sheets from Waffle Flower. I used these in a video the other day. It's not that I haven't used these, but I want to try something that I have not done before, which is I'm going to try to do something with fun foam. Now, if this doesn't work, you're going to be the first to know. But I think what I'll do is I'm going to peel this back like this. I don't want to waste any, and I want to make sure that I line this up here on this piece, right? We're just going to do that, and then I'm going to cut this so that I have adhesive on my cardstock here. Okay, that, and well, yeah, I guess we're ready to go with that. All right, I'll set this aside. I'm going to release the backer off the shiny paper, right, like that. Okay, just like that, and I'm going to pop this right onto the fun foam. Oh, it's very sticky. Okay, I didn't do a great job. Now I'm just going to trim that, and I'm just going to trim. Oh, that's very sticky. The adhesive paper it's going to stick. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to do this like that, and what the heck? I'll just go like that. Now I've got a dimension, right? I am going to take my Shoot for the Stars, and I'm going to try to cut this out with my Gemini off camera. I'm going to go give it a little cut, and when I come back, we'll see how it did. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to do it the old school way. I don't think this cut, although, well, maybe it did. I mean, we definitely have, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this cut or not. It doesn't. If I look at the foam backer, I don't know. If I take my time and poke it out, I don't, well, yeah, that's that's not working for me. Well, actually, let's see. That popped out really nicely. Let's see. That did. I mean, the cuts are there. I just don't know. Like, well, I've seen people do, I just feel like maybe the old school way is a cleaner way, but maybe not. Look, it's just kind of a hot mess. So I think I'm going to do this old school. I'm going to cut this and stack and glue, and I think it's going to be a better luck for me than doing that. We'll be right back. All right, we're going old school here. Spray adhesive, stacking the die cuts. Oh, this is going to take a little thought though, because it's a very flouncy one, right? Now, I like the idea of what I did there, but the thing is, it's only a time saver if it works. And if it doesn't work, well, it didn't really save you time. And I'm sure I did it. I'm sure I did it incorrectly. Maybe a shim would have helped. I think for now, I am okay with just going old school, because this I know how to do. I think the other one, that is me trying to cash a creative check that I don't think my body is ready to write yet. You know what I mean? All right, let's see if I can get that. This is hard to line up. Not really. Not once you get going. I just like to kind of get it going and then wiggle all that into place. What about that? Get up there. Get over there. You know, the spray adhesive gives you a little playtime, right? It's not perfect, but you know, that's plenty of time. And now press. Isn't that pretty? It's shiny. And this is going to go somewhere onto the card. And here's the thing, actually, if I pushed it up further, and you wouldn't. Now, you know what? You're not even gonna notice the glitch, right? It's no big deal. But here's what I'm thinking. Like, I did have the vision of cropping out part of the sky for this, okay? Because I thought it would be fun And now I see, this is what I love about do a full panel, figure out what you're going to do. I think that's the crop that I want. All right, even though I'm getting rid of a lot of that nice deep sky, so maybe I come up. Oh, yeah. Okay. How about that? Because I don't want to cut off the villainous potion. I'm going to tape that down, and I'm going to cut this panel off camera, and then I'll be right back. I've kind of been in this thing. I have this Kuretake set of paints, and I think this is about as close to white as I'm going to get, but it also has like an opalescence. So I think what I'm going to do is wet this little cake down. I'm going to, again, wet it down off camera. Just get some water in there, right? Like that. I'm going to wet down my fan brush again. And I don't know what this will look like, so I'm going to push that off to the side first to see if I can get something going in there, right? Get it kind of mushy. I mean, the worst case scenario, it's just going to create an oxide reaction. Best case scenario, it's going to leave little bits of silver on this piece. And that, I think, is actually the best case scenario. Oh yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, it's still giving me a bit of an oxide reaction, but check it out. That has more of like a sheen. Ooh, I kind of like it. I'm going to leave it and let that dry. You know what could be kind of cute? If I took, I know it seems like a waste of silver paper, but if you're going all in on a project like this, what if I took, and I think, is that the one I cut it with? Yes. What if I took the next size up in my die set and created a layer to put behind it? I'm going to go ahead and cut a matte layer out of that silver. I'm going to take this panel and just take some dot runner here and just go whoop like that. Just cover it to hold this all onto that shiny silver. Line this up. Try to see right inside that panel. Okay. Like that. Isn't that nice? So now you have that little bit of silver around the edges, okay? And then I'm going to spray this on in a second, but here's what I can't decide. I have 2 pieces of cardstock to create a card panel, to create my card base. We could go with white, like that, or we could go with this yellow, which is, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to go with yellow. You know, I don't often go with, colorful card bases. So often I tend to, stick with white, but here we're gonna jump out of our comfort zone and do this. Now this is sweet corn from Gina K. Beautiful. Let's see, scoring it right here at 5. Let's hold that in place. 5.5, right, for a nice. Oh, hold still, calf. Getting a little excited. See, I still think I'm barely gonna notice the error on this card, and of course, I stand by my belief that if you make a card for someone and they just notice your errors, maybe send those cards to different people. Okay, the person who's going to criticize your card design, maybe just send them something you bought at the grocery store. You know what I mean? They're not looking for the silver lining anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And we'll go ahead and take the backers off. Like that. And now we'll just line it up. Top, bottom, side to side, and press. Let me spray on some adhesive to the back of this off camera, and we're just going to center it. I don't think I want to angle it. Sometimes I want to angle things. This, I just want it to be mostly centered like that. I think that is so cute. Just let that really adhere. I could cover up the mistake if I wanted to. You know what we could do? I could put some shiny sequins on here, and that would totally, all right, I can't find my bead tray, so I'm gonna use one of these shaker windows from Waffle Flower, because that, my friends, is gonna help. Okay, let's see. Do you think it would be cute to take, like, I can pop this right over one of the purples, right, and go like that. Get this friend up here. Oh, that was two. Let's get you out of the way here. That little guy up here. Okay, then take, let's see here, we have this friend here. Let's flip it right there, and a little one here. Okay, you know what, we're gonna boop it up. B-O-O-P, for anyone who's new to my channel. That's what we call it when we put down a sequin. You know, it's just a strategic placement, right? So pick that up, a little bit of my Gina K Designs liquid glue, and boop. And you didn't even really know it was there. Oh. Boop. The boop save. That's what we call that. The boop save. And we'll get a little on there, and boop. So nice. Oh, just a little stagger down. And a little stagger down like that. Boop. I was delayed. It was a time delay boop. And that is my finished card project. So other than the fact that I kind of ripped the cardstock, but you can see it's got like this nice shine that picks up all the way. I kind of wish I hadn't done the cloud over there because I feel like it's a little distracting, but by and large, I think that's very fun. So Tim Holtz, my friend, I had a blast using Villainous Potion, and yeah, even working in some of the newer colors that I had not really used much of. So that is the finished card project for today. You can find all of the supplies that I used in today's video linked below in the information box, and I'll see you back here with another card project soon. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.